Okay, so here we are, starting the process of painting the stripes on the wall. And as you can see, I'm just finishing up making the lines on the wall level so I can mask off, which you see here. So um, it's kind of important to get the stripes level. I tried one method here and it didn't work, so I ripped the tape back off and I wanted to try it again. So the best thing to do is just to lay that tape down on your pencil mark and continue on taping. I tried to lay it down in a huge long line and it didn't work, so then I just took little piece by piece and followed the pencil line with my tape. After laying the tape down, I went back over the tape with a microfiber rag, which you'll see me here do that in a little bit. And all I'm doing there is just rubbing it, pressing the edges of the tape down, making sure that there's no space between the tape and the wall. So I put a great deal of pressure against that tape on the very edge where my paint is going to go, and made sure it was good and tight to the wall. So after you're done pushing the tape to the wall, you can go ahead and start painting. And here I am laying down the first color, and of course have to do the cut in the corners. And then I went ahead and rolled the paint where I wanted it, and I put it on heavy because I didn't want to have to do two coats. So this is paint and primer, so it's pretty good paint, and it covers well. And one coat did work really well on one of the colors that I did later on. I think it was the purple. Um, it could have had two coats, but it was fine. The red went down good, the purple looked good, and it turned out completely fine. So here I'm just continuing with the colors. My wife and I were undecided on how we wanted this to look. We had an idea from a picture we found online, and it was really nice. Um, so we weren't sure at this point what we were going to do with the stripes, but I had my layout figured out. I knew the width, I knew the height of the wall, and we just kind of spaced everything out. And as you'll see here in a little bit, after all the solid stripes were on, it looked good, but it just needed a little something else to it. And the picture that we were going off of had um, solid color and then a lighter color. And what I'm doing here is taping off for that lighter color just to give a little bit more pop. You can see the red is already done, but that was I did that late at night and I wasn't happy with the color. So this is actually the next day I came back, uh, mixed up the purple and mixed up the blue and did those colors, which I think turned out really well. The blue could have been a little bit lighter, but all in all, I'm not going to complain about it because it all looks it all looks fine. This is going to be a little playroom for our new son, so we wanted the room to have a little bit of happiness in it. Look a little bit, not normal, and something fun and bright. And we certainly achieved that with this wall. So here I'm going back and I'm fixing the lighter color on the red. And when you have to go back and fix something like this, if your line isn't perfect, it's not difficult at all. You just have to tape a little beyond, a little wider than what you had previously painted that stripe to make sure that you cover the old color, and then you get your nice crisp sharp line. So it's not a big deal at all if you make a mistake. It's very easy to fix. And also, if you don't like the color, it's easy to change, which in our case, that's exactly what happened. So here you can see I'm putting the lighter color on. It was definitely pink, but that's okay because it looks really, really good with the rest of the colors. So I'll finish up the red here, get that done, and then the final color will be the orange. And all I did here was added about 6, 7, 8, 9 tablespoons of white paint to the base color to make it lighter. And it seemed to work out really well. The stripes are almost finished. I wanted to point out one small detail, and that is, I think, a crucial element if you want to get perfect stripes is to allow this tape to go past the previous color, right? That way when you put this color on, there will be no gap here between the two colors. And also that works with the pencil line. I found that when I started doing this, I was going above the pencil line, and that's not a smart thing. So put your tape below the pencil, put it above the previous color paint, and then when you peel it off, boom, near perfection. It looks really good, and they look quite straight as well. I'm happy to see. So I think we can call this successful. I have to redo the red stripe. It wasn't light enough. And then I have only a couple left. And one final little comment is here's what's left over after all the painting is done. So to make the lighter colors for each of the colors, all I did was take the color itself and a little bit of white. Mix it in there to get the light color that you want. Mix it up and then you put it on the wall. It would be silly to buy all the different colors, right? So mixing white with each one gives you the right tone that you want. And the sheens don't matter. These are all different sheens, different brands. Sherwin-Williams, there's Glidden right there. And we bought these as, I think this one and this one, well no, only this one was a mistake, color. Lowe's and Home Depot sell paint that people make and they don't like, and this was $2. $2 for that. That one, the orange, I had from a toy box project that I did, so we only had to buy the purple and the blue, so we saved a little bit of money there. And then we had this ceiling paint from the rest of the basement project here. But yeah, it was pretty easy. I think 2 rolls of tape is what I used. That's the 3-inch wide tape. I don't see the need to go the extra mile for the frog tape because I think the blue painter's tape, the 3M, worked just fine. We weren't going for perfection, but it still looks really good. I am really happy with it. I think for the first time painting stripes on a wall, it worked out pretty good. So if you have any comments or questions, leave them below and I'll try to get them answered. Thanks for watching.